the 14th Man. In a place where inheritance knows no interior, transubstantiation would permeate all tendency to unconvolute the marriage of introspection and illusion and the divide, the 14th Man. I awoke from what seemed to be a week-long sleep in a strange room under a starlit sky. Looking at the papers that marked the room, I saw my own name was written there. I was the same man who bore the name of the one man who cannot be translated from the factual to the fictional. I was the opposite of the universal man. I was the abstract man. I was the actual as potential, the potential as the antithesis of the ideal that knew no contrary. I was not the 12th, nor was I the 13th. I was the 14th man. My father was the last man to let fall from his hand the stone. Between the Occident and Orient that unifies discovery with frontier, dissolving from what distance separates them the two. William Butler Yeats warned men such as myself what awaits them. James Joyce attempted to obliterate my integrity at the place, and they said, who is the 13th man? Who is he? Or 12. Who's the 13th? Because of the idiosyncratic nature and the unique form of honesty he chose to explore, within the honest knows no herd of swine to flee him. He was surrounded, due to his own misinterpreted beautifying of all that is human, by some who accuse him of one of the three things he is absolutely capable of. Entering the womb of all women, he seeds every tree along with all other living species of nature. No one has ever taken notice of the 14th Man. He is the rook and the knight combined in mental, spiritual, and physical mannerisms. A marriage of the king and queen. He is the one and only antithesis of Dante's first circle of the Inferno. He universalizes into obscurity, self-oblivion, all that realizes into one the betrayal of the 12 and the ridiculously uninterpretable, ludicrous, pretentious mystery permeated as much sour crab apples. The 13th Man. I don't know about that. Why is it that the knight has 5 squares to purchase with each move? Why is it that it takes 5 years following the end of World War II that the loosening of the censorship laws permits a more honest portrayal of human nature? If the 14th Man gives the world he occupies the bare facts, these are some belonging to the world that occupies him who choose to take it to another level. There must be some way to unmask the human mechanism that chooses to do harm unto others. Forensic science chooses to hide the answer, so it is left to a handful of artists to explore the real reason evil actions against others are perpetuated. It is at that moment in time that the 16th Man is born. Who is the 16th Man? He is 2 rooks, 2 knights, 2 bishops, a king, a queen, and 8 pawns. The 32nd Man unifies in stasis the Neolithic and the beehive kiln. The process of formative distillation looked with mournful and lashless eyes through the hearthstone flames that, drinking deep into the quiet timelessness of its own burning oceans of smoke, intoned a seed earth relativity to the spiced inroad altruistic to an assemblage of the 12 gathered elders. Distillation transubstantiates but twice the sacred wine and bread, both of which conduit in commerce the welcome wax candle, sitting thirsty for the thunderfoot dancing flame. Venus and Mars formed into this newly woken earth so many eons, overturning this very day, nearing with his new lit candle a new trove noon of day. Elsewhere the sticks blaze the bounded borderland drums. And that's let's see, the 14th Man. I call it the 14th. The division, the divide, the 14th Man. It's the 14th Man.